Right, time for a look at the arts and entertainment, culture. Adam's here. Adam.
Yeah, and what did the friendly giant used to tell us, you or your kids? To look up, look way up. Well, the Architectural Institute of BC is inviting you to do the same thing in and around our capital with its architectural walking tours, Victoria. Meet one of 1893's most hated buildings.
As soon as it went up, people absolutely despised it.
The problem with the Temple building was all this intricate design work, dubbed organic.
A lot of floration and vegetation, so things like vines and ivy and leaves.
The public didn't want architect Samuel McClure's new, nature-inspired surface. They craved the classical.
Roman design, Greek design, just like next door. We've got these fantastic Grecian columns. That was tradition. That was what we were used to. That's what we wanted to establish as a base here.
The corner of Fort and Langley is one of about 80 stops you'll make during 6 different Victoria architectural tours.
We can learn about everything that's happened in the last 100, 150 years based on which buildings are still down here.
In 1897, the Irish Times pub on Government Street was the Bank of Montreal.
It was designed by Francis Rattenbury. This was actually put up right at the end of the construction of the legislative buildings. So a lot of the same stonework and the same stone masons were employed to work on this building. So you see actually one of the best examples of scrolled stonework in the entire city.
These gargoyles and intricate carvings were almost destroyed when next door's post office and federal building was being planned.
They actually had first designed it to be taking up the entire block. They figured, we've got this old bank on the corner that's been there for years and years. Who needs it anymore? Let's take it out. It wasn't actually until the architect came in and said, you know what, there's some value to this building. Maybe we should preserve it.
You'll find a unique preservation technique about a half a block up View Street.
This is called a heritage building. It has a heritage plaque on it. The only original materials from this building are actually the red bricks that you see. Every other bit of the material has been recreated in the exact way that it once stood on that corner.
This facade is now part of the Victoria Bay Centre. During the 1870s, it was one of Western Canada's most exclusive hotels, the Driard. It was also clad in cast iron.
When they took it down and recreated the facade, what did they make it in? Just listen. It's all fiberglass.
So what would have that sounded like 100 years ago?
You'd have a ting sound.
So the next time you're pounding the pavement,
we have to stop and we have to look up, because you're going to realize all of these details of buildings that you've probably seen and never really realized or noticed before.
And the architectural walking tours of Victoria run Tuesday through Saturday, and you can find details on all 6 of them by visiting aibc.ca.